That 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best? That team will win the game.
Well, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8. They run once more with Dillon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now here's Vick. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Let's go.
That'll be caught by Hester. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Here we go.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. The first carry now, this is Johnson. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 1. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2nd down and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys
I like
in the
that.
circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Perry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Oh, nice move. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Chris Johnson scampering home from 19 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Vic to throw it. Jones goes diving, and he's got it. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. He did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field.
Broncos. Ready?
Vic readies to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Here's Michael Vick. And he comes back with one complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Vic. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Let's go now. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Throwing, Vic. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Ready. Great.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Blaster. Six. Black Ultra.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Falcons grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 62 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Aubrey good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This short throw caught by Goddard. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 2nd and 2. On the move to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down. Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. 15 yards there on the catch and run. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Ready. You, yellow. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Let's go now.
In motion, the tight end. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Elam's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20.
Come on.
In motion right is Jones. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. That's sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Warriors 70. 60 Bobcat. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Vic now. Fighting is under pressure. They got him again. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now.
Dragon 60. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Trap 50. Trap 50.
To throw, Vic. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got a man, complete. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches reaches the 38. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Johnson running left. Gets around him, and he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Throwing middle. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football.
Vick in trouble, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Steps away. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Trouble, 38. Here we go, set. Check, pitch.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. That's caught. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a poor one, especially given the new rules. They're going to be backed up deep to start this drive.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Vick. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Vick. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Let's go.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Chris Johnson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And now they have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon. They'll get it across midfield down to the 49.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. A big play looming on 3rd down.
19 Lions. Cut 19. Cut 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Looking to throw. Vic.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to up.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Michael Vick. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here comes 2nd down at 5. He'll look to throw. This one taken in by Hester. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Pass complete. Goddard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
60 average. 6, Dragon 60. Go.
Now Vick on 4th down. That is intercepted. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Drill 52. Ready?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Ready?
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.